Hello everyone, Warangel here, and welcome back to the Numas campaign for Mortal Empires. Now, the last episode turned out to be quite eventful for us, with us eliminating Sudenburg from the campaign completely, starting a war against Talaqua, and, most importantly, getting our hands on one of the books of Nagash. Now, to do that, we needed to defeat the rogue army that was just here by Sudenburg, but we now got our hands on the 8th book of Nagash here, which, as a result, allows us to improve the effectiveness of all our commandments by 50%. Now, that might not seem like much of a big deal, but it will have its uses. For example, with one of our commandments, we can increase our movement range from an extra 10% to 15%, and that little extra 5% can make all the difference when it comes to fighting. So, very handy to get that. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get one anytime soon. Although, actually, saying that, what's this one? This book has been collected by another faction. Enables recruitments. Ninth Book of Nagash is known to belong to Ark in the Black. Now, we were going to declare war on Ark in the Black, so can we get that book? Because, I mean, that would be very useful, because we can get ghouls and stuff like that, which he can get. Oh no, hang on. No, I'm reading this wrong, aren't I? We can get books collected 1 out of 8, and the 9th one belongs to him. So we can't get that book, even if we defeat him in battle, I imagine. Instead, we can go after the other 7. That should work out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that works out. So, my mistake. That would have been cool, though, getting ghouls in that. But no matter, we'll take it anyway. So, with that now done, we need to do a couple things in today's episode. First of all, I want to take a moment just to go through all of our commandments and see about changing them around if necessary to make them a little bit more effective. So, for example, can't do anything here at the southern... Actually, we can do something here at the southern desert of Harabi, because we're about to declare war on the followers of Nagash and take Jaluk Oasis. So, Tutankhanut, you can reach it. Yes, you can. Let's declare war. There we go. We are much more powerful than they are, so we should do okay in upcoming fights. Well, that sort of helps us out a bit. There we go. Nice and easy. Occupied is now ours, and we now secured the entire province. So, let's have a look here. Jaluk Oasis. To be honest, I'm going to get rid of this, because we've already got one here. And while it's useful to build multiple military buildings and that with the Tomb Kings, I like to try and keep the tier 3 ones in minor settlements and focus these ones on stuff like the horse, the stables, the chariots, and so on. So we'll leave that for now. We'll get rid of it. Could go for the money building here as well, although actually, we can get pastures. That allows us to get the parched oasis, isn't it? Let's have a good look. Yeah, we can, yes. But we can't get into the next tier anyway, so that's not going to be much use. 5 turns though. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take advantage then, and we're going to go for the Worship of Petra. So now, because of the Book of Nagash, we now got extra growth, which is going to be handy. And we do get that extra 5% movement range. So we'll quite happily allow that. Now, what other ones do we have? We've got the Shifting Sands. Okay, what do we have here? Cheaper buildings? Let's... 487. We could go for... Which one's the one that gives us more money? This one. I mean, 480... Say 500. 55... I mean, we're getting an extra 45 income from this, basically. Maybe 40 if you take into account it's 487 and not 500. Maybe not the best. I'll tell you what, let's go for growth with you as well. I would like to try and build up Kasabar or was it Antok? I think it is, to the next tier as well. No, Bagar. The reason being, another thing that was mentioned in the comments of the last video was about having a focus now on trying to get some of these pyramids. That one's actually fairly cheap. 12,000. Like, I've seen the other ones for 15,000. And that makes buildings cheaper and quicker to build on top of everything else. Okay. Oh no, so this is a... Where's this? Kasabar. Oh, right. What about the one about Gar? Again, 12,000. Income from post-battle loot is 10% faction-wide. Ooh, that would be nice. So it is in my best interest to try and save up for some of these special pyramid buildings. It's just going to take a while to do because they are quite expensive, and it means, for example, to get that 12,000 one, we're probably going to have to wait around for like 9-10 turns in order to try and make up the cash. If I can do my math properly, that is. Yeah, it's about 9-10 turns. So what about here? Guitar, I believe, gets one, and I know Numas does. Let's have a quick look. Guitar, yeah, 15,000 for this one. But extra 5% income in general from all buildings. That, again, very, very powerful. Numas is one. I do feel like going for this one, just simply because of the fact that it belongs to us. This is Tutankhanut's personal pyramid. Right, so as a result, +5 growth, and if that casualty replenishment rate is for all armies, that would be extremely good. If not, it might just mean for the province or even the region. That might be something to bear in mind. But we could actually save up for the guitar one if we wanted, but that's going to be 15,000. Oh, so many options. And of course, there's other things we want to save up as well, like, for example, the Springs of Eternal Life. We can get the... yeah, we can get the Marble Quarry. This will allow us now to actually unlock some more stuff for the Mortuary Cult as well. I'm going to spend some money as well here just to improve our income a little bit. And that should help out a little bit. So with all that money's now spent, what to do next? Well, we got King Sumidus. We could move up to El Calabad. Although, the Black Turf Archon is currently available. It's got a special building of its own. And it's only got a king here. I think these guys are pretty weak as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, Rakaf Dynasty is 82. I mean, technically we're nearly as powerful as Khemri at this point. So yeah, I think we can go after these quite easily. So let's do it. So let's switch over to that. Let's attack the Black Tower. There we go. I like the fact that you can see the Black Tower right here, and yet it's a separate building from the actual settlement. Right. Well, we're just gonna get some battling rams. Let's siege. Indeed. We'll attack it next turn. Otherwise, I think that's everything. Oh no, hang on, we got Ramatepos around here, isn't he? Let's have you... because let me just check. I want to see... the other ones are up here, aren't they? Yeah, Pools of Despair, I think, is up here somewhere. And then Belialiad. Why is that? Oh yeah, we fought this. If you remember in my Talakwa campaign, this is where Clan Eshin starts off. So I wonder if they're still there. I mean, it seems likely because it's still ruins at this point. And they do have a gold mine there, which would be quite handy. So I tell you what, Ramatep, make your way up towards there. You can scout out for us, see if there's any Skaven hanging around. It would explain as well something I did notice here. Notice that we've got Skaven corruption in the settlement. So yeah, the Skaven are definitely in the province here. So it's definitely about Aliad. We'll deal with them. Now, we need to do this. First Dynasty. Ossuary Dirge. Ooh, all these are quite nice to pick from. I'm going to go for First Dynasty plans. Construction scrolls have been disinterred, making it possible to improve certain units' weapons and armor. Increasing their armor and weapon strength would be quite nice, and then improving their combat abilities afterwards would be good as well. So we'll do that. Although speaking of recruiting armies, we need to go back to Numas. Springs of Eternal Life, which is the one we're doing at the moment. Okay, we're going to take a penalty to our public order temporarily. But where is it? This one. Worship Ajaf. Because if you guys remember, we've now got access to another army, thanks to finishing off the wisdom of the First Dynasty. So, the plan is to make another army to try and either defend our eastern border, because in case Clan Wars just gets any funny ideas, or to try and help fight our battles over here in the west. We're not too sure yet which one. We'll have to sort of wait and see. But, well, we might as well just get a full army stacked up ready to go in any case. So we'll have a look next turn, see what Tomb Kings we have available to us, as well as having a look into what characters, what units and that we should be able to give them. I'm pretty sure we can give a unit of Yshapti to them. I think we did finish off that building down in Kalsabar, wasn't it? That would be quite handy. Ooh, you damaged a building? Oh. You guys are now confederated. Kenry is in for a tough time. If it's... Because remember, Kenry was actually facing both of these factions. And now they've decided to join up together. That could make things harder for them, but it could also make things a bit easier because they're fighting one faction now instead of two. Might be a larger faction than the two, than the two smaller ones, but still. I also get an opportunity to thank, I can't remember his name in the previous episode's comments. You know me and names, guys. But he corrected me on the fact that in the last episode I said that there was only one Oriental faction called, was it Cathri? Katri? You guys know what I'm talking about anyway. But Cathri, I think it is. But I was mistaken, and, well, the reason being is because that sort of lore of Warhammer is not something I'm that interested in. Like, I'll follow the main factions reasonably well, but anything in the wider world is a little bit, hit and miss sometimes. That he corrected me that it was actually Nippon is a place similar to Japan. So, yeah, China is Kate and Japan is Nippon. So, yeah, two different factions. You don't really encounter much of them in any of the lore and that anyway, apart from, I think Nippon is actually the one where Clan Eshin sends its assassins, and I believe Gotrek and Felix have made their way over there once or twice in their journeys. So yeah, interesting place. You have to look up a bit more though. Anyway, back to this, sorry. A Sharker, we have been returned to duty and injured, of course. Numas. Oh, Skaven. You can tell because of the fact there's a triangular symbol rather than the Skaven symbol. So it looks like some of the local living citizens have been gone missing. We lost growth. Bugger. Well, that's okay. It's no matter. Let's come down here first of all. Let's vent our frustrations on taking out here. I owed a result because it was such a small army. We would have won that. So we'll take it. Occupy it. Could have looked into actually sacking it. Damn, that would have given me more money. No, well, what do we have? We've got quicksand swamps, so we've got some good troops. This, though... Do I want to try and get rid of There's no point me trying to get rid of Skaven Corruption right now. Simply because it's going to keep going up until we eliminate them. So I'm going to just disband this building, get the extra bit of cash, and try and make some money out of it instead. But what we'll do now is, once this army has had a chance to replenish, we'll send them over to El Calibad, take them out. Or we could... Hang on, can you guys... This... Huh. I don't know if these guys actually have that Tomb Scorpion. Hang on, let me check. Tomb Beneath the Sands. Is this a siege attacker? Causes terror, resilience, magic... Surprisingly, it isn't. Interesting. Huh. You would have thought a giant scorpion construct may be able to knock down some walls and have it count as, like, was it siege attacker like my bone giant? But apparently not. Well, in that case, we're going to have you guys push forward and attack El Calibad. These guys then are going to head up towards the Pools of Despair and go after them. And then we'll be able to swing over, take Bel Aliad, and then push forward down here then with the armies. And in that time, we may even get our third army recruited. So where we're going to go? We're going to go to Springs of Eternal Life, because it's a little bit quicker to get down over there from here then, rather than from up there. So let's have a look. First of all, let's give you a little bit more money. Qatar, we're going to give you some defences. There you go, all my money gone yet again. Right, Recruit Lord. What we got? Berict, which is fleet-footed. Itabom, a scavenger. Or Salek, which is disciplined. I have to admit, scavenger is quite tempting. Having that extra money and the chance of getting magical items is quite good. But having the extra melee attack and leadership in my army means only +2 of each, but when you consider how crap my skellies are anyway, I mean, just to give a quick example, I mean, these guys are top 3, right? And they're only 18. And that's with a boost. Can we actually see what the boost is? No, we can't. But you can see what I'm talking about, yeah? So I'm thinking go for the extra leadership and combat ability is much better. So there we go. You can go in here now. And we can get... can give you a Tomb Prince. Can we get a Lynch Priest? No, we can't. 2 of those. And we already got 1 more than we were supposed to have anyway. What do we have? Trustworthy. Ooh. +5 diplomatic relations with all factions. Interesting. Strong. Or fleet-footed. Having an extra public order, but mean that diplomatic bonus is quite tempting, I must say. Or we can go for someone who's just much, much better in combat. Let's go for the combat one. I think when I get the opportunity, I may try and recruit him, but he's going to have to be as a campaign character rather than a combat character. Oh, we'll have you stick in the army then eventually. Let's have a look, see what we can get. Can we get anything from here? King Nekesh's Scorpion Legion. That might be a nice addition to give to Tutankhanut. The Flock of Jaff? Yeah, we'll give you that. Sure. And then, let's see, we'll give you a unit of Ushapti. Do we go for this Chariot Host? 4 turns? I think for us to get a full stack, we're going to basically take about 4 turns anyway. So, yeah, we'll order that. Let's get... What else can we get? Screaming Skull Catapult? Sure, sounds good to me. Alright, do we want another Carrion? You know what? Sure, why not? So we got those. We'll have some... Definitely have some archers. We can only have 2. Right, okay. Let's get... Do we want some horsemen? Skeleton horse. Can we get the... We can. There we go. We'll get some of those, and then we'll just bulk up and then otherwise with these guys. Yeah, I can't get anyone else yet. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. 5. Can we get... Wow, they only take 1 turn from global recruitment as well. Huh. Who knew? 5. And they're going to take 5 basically anyway. Looks like it. You know what? That should do for the moment. Right, we also need a damaged building. Let's get that. Ah, is that why we couldn't get the extra archers? Something to bear in mind.
Address me as your highness.
Right. Who else needs to be assigned points now? Simidas. He's doing extremely well with that. I'd like to give you another point in Charioteers. And Ancient Tyrants. Blade Master, Conqueror. Let's give you hard to hit. Melee defense +6. That's quite good. Ramatep. Let's give you the Fate of Buna and Arcane Conduit. I think that's everyone. You're moving up there. Tutankhanut's going to attack there next turn. You're merging up. Yep, that's good. Alright, let's have a quick look. Okay, so they're putting an army together there, but to be honest, I think we can fight them off pretty easily. And then over here, Clanishan is either putting together a second army, or they're putting together, well, or they've just been defeated and that's only their first one. We'll keep an eye on them anyway. Talaka is not going to be a hard target for us at all. We'll be able to eliminate them like that, basically. It's a shame though. I mean, it's nice. It's a shame to see the other faction that I'm playing as for, you know, these Let's Plays getting defeated so easily by one of my own. There again, how did we defeat Numas in the Vortex campaign? No, I think so. No, Kenwi I think did actually. We've defeated the followers in a gash, but I don't think we took on Numas. Fair enough. Something that was also mentioned, speaking of other factions, was whether or not I had a mod to bring back the Greybeard Prospectors, because having them in the mountains could make a good trade partner for us. Now, unfortunately, I got rid of those mods that unlock it for this particular playthrough, or playthroughs, since the 2 campaigns have got very similar mods. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to bring back the dwarves, but I think we will claim the mountains for ourselves. I mean, the Eye of the Panther and the gem deposits is not such a big deal for us, because we've already got those back at home. But I believe the province up here, if I remember right, I can't remember what it's called, but it has iron. So again, that would be something useful for us. What's this anyway? Scaly Sacrifice. Whilst traversing the jungles on the edge of the world with a view to bringing them within our sphere of influence, our forces have encountered a village of tribal lizardmen. Huh. Naturally, they cower and beg for their meager lives. Should we sacrifice them to empower our future? So we can either keep moving, which gives me an extra 20% campaign movement, or we can sacrifice them. Oh, wow. Minus 40 canopy jars. I mean, that plus 5 Lord recruitment rank would have been extremely useful if I just started recruiting my army, my third army this turn, or instead of last turn. Damn. Is it worth me disbanding them just to get a new commander? You know what? Nah. We're going to take the advantage of the extra movement range. There we go. Hopefully between some of them. That might even work out to be like neatly plus 35. Right, let's come over here first of all. Quicta. I know you, Quicta. We've encountered you in my own campaign. Well, I'm afraid it's time for me to say goodbye. There we go. Goodbye. Right. Is it worth me... I'm going to sack it, I think. Just because... Yeah, sack it. Oh, damn it, I forgot. It doesn't count it. Fine, occupy it. There we go. And... Tokshik has been defeated. Talakwa has been defeated. Quicta... We got the Razor standard now for armor-piercing damage. Skeletal Labourer. 25% reduction for the province capital. That's handy. Okay, well, we're gonna claim this. Do I want to get rid of this? Yeah, because I want to get money. Money is always going to be our main concern, so we're going to get that and that. Hang on, does that include none? Yeah, this must... because this is the settlement chain, isn't it? Infrastructure. I wonder if that's helping out as well. Huh. Who knows? Anyway, right, you've defeated that. Let's see if we can... Hang on, which one's going to be better for this job? You don't have Lightning Strike, do you? No, you do not. Okay. Let's bring you instead down towards the Jaluk Oasis. And we're going to force march you to get down there a little bit more quickly. Just in case these guys get any funny ideas, you know? Alright, Tutankhanut's going to claim this. So what can we upgrade now? To be honest, I feel a little tempted just to leave the... Now, tell you what, we'll upgrade Bagar. Because obviously it will be handy then for us to get the temple. But I think apart from that... we may leave it. Oh, what records? Hang on. What can we get from here now? We got one weapon. That was that crappy enchanted lace, okay. We can get the Icon of Rulership, plus 5 leadership, and hold the line. Constant, plus 5 melee defense and leadership. That could be handy. What's this one? Sun Scab, physical resistance plus 10. Okay. Arcane Conduit for Scroll of Shielding. I think... let's get a few items. Let's get... Icon of Leadership. It's not exactly powerful, but something that's going to let us hold the line a bit more effectively. I think it's going to be quite useful. And we could actually go for another one. Would I want that or this? Let's get another one. There we go. One handy thing. We can always get multiple items. Okay. There we go. We've now got 2 of these. So one of them is going to go to Tutankhanut. Now he's actually got access to get some items. So... yeah, much prefer that over the terrifying Mask of E. It doesn't bother me in the slightest having such a crappy item like that. Okay, you get that. And then, where is Sumides?
On your knees.
Congratulations, you also pick up an Icon of Rulership. And I tell you what.
My dynasty.
Tutankhanut, Intes, Shaka, you get the mask. Might give you a slight improvement. I mean, it's not a gold mask like our king, but I'm sure it will do the job. Alright, let's check out your skills anyway. Can we level you up? We can. Okay, he's got hard to hit. Let's give you Tomb Strike and some more Blade Master. Unless extra armor could come in handy over my dead body. So what, let's go for that, and let's give you some more armor. Make you as defensive as we possibly can. Intes, you're actually doing extremely well. I'm not running out of stuff really to give you. Light of battle, perhaps? Oh, hang on. We can give you one of these. Let's have a look. Hang on. Incantation of Preservation increases recruitment ranks. Keeper of Law gives me extra magic and power. That. Ambush. I'm personally thinking one of these two. Let's go for more magic. So, ceremonial bandages or skeleton horse. Or we can go for light of battle, making our troops unbreakable. Let's go increase the replenishment instead. There we go. Tutankhanut. Let's give you the Ruler of Living and Dead. +2 public order, 15 growth, replenishment, untainted. Perfect. And we could give you a steed, but I want to save up for a gold sphinx. And we've got a couple more turns to go before we can get that. So we'll leave that for now. Ancient Tyrant, ceremonial bandages. Could go for obsessed with gold. Yeah. Won't be too long until we get our hands on a gold mine and have... What? I just noticed that. Income plus 75%. Jesus. Hang on. Let me check something. Which one is it? Which one is it? No, in fact... Scab City. Oh, wow. That is not what I was after. There. So we got plus 25% income from gold mines. So we level that up as well. We're basically making double the income from our gold. And since we'll be going after Baaliad at some point... That'll be handy. You know what? Let's make the assumption that Jaluk Oasis is going to hold its own. Let's make that assumption, right? What we'll do is bring both our armies up then to take the Pools of Despair and Bel Aliad. And potentially, if we need to, we can push down then to attack Martek and push down then from through the mountains, take the other two regions that make up the mountain province, I can't remember what it's called, and then we'll swing around then to the bottom of the coast, head back up again, and then we'll be able to be in a position then to go after all the coastal settlements, as well as push up all the way to Zandri, which, who owns Zandri at the moment? We can't see. Yeah, they don't want to try and take the Oasis back. Okay, well, their loss is my game. I have some interesting news. I know someone mentioned about it in one of the comments 2 episodes ago. But I was looking through my shelf of games and that, and I managed to find my copy of Dark Omen. So, potentially, there might be a Let's Play for that in the future. I think there would be a really cool one to go. I mean, the mechanics of it are quite interesting. Like, it's not like this game where, you have, multiple units of spearmen, for example, with our current armies. You have, like, your units, and once that unit is killed completely, they're eliminated. You can't use them. Like, when I was getting into it, I remember losing having this big battle when you were facing, like, being ambushed by mummies. And I ended up nearly losing my entire force, which meant if I tried to continue, I was stuck then, because you only get new units at certain stages of the game. So it was like, oh crap, now I'm stuck. Oh, hang on, who are you? Oh, Knights of Olga. Didn't recognize their symbol for a minute. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really cool idea to do Let's Play. We could even go old school and go Shadow of the Horned Rat, but the graphics back then, they're not pretty. You have to remember, these are games that came out like early noughties. I mean, I think Shadow of the Horned Rat came out in 1999. So while they could be quite interesting ones to play, they are not going to look pretty compared to Warhammer 2. Trust me.
Greatness comes.
Right, let's start bringing you guys up now to fight. What do we want to do? Let's go for Bear Aliads.
King moves.
No, let's go for Pools of Despair. They seem to have bigger armies right now.
Be done.
Or we could potentially just try and deal with both of them.
King of greatest dynasty.
Right, El Calibat, let's give you
My faith.
more money. Alright. That'll be an extra 100. Let's give you that as well. I know we just seem to be spending money all the time, so there's me talking about trying to get the pyramids. Or at least one or two of them, and I'm just spending the money every time, but I think it's important a bit. You need to spend money sometimes to make money, you know? Right. Knights of Oiga, we're going to have to keep an eye on you. Is it worth me trying to do agent actions over here? Let's have a look.
My servant fails me.
Might be better, actually. Yeah, I think it might be better to actually try and go after these. But we've got the two forces, so we should be able to eliminate them both. So what, let's be a bit more aggressive. Let's force march. Like that.
Forbid this.
Hopefully they're not going to try and come after me.
My great works.
Alright.
Finished.
Let's have a quick look. Nope, not block that army. Let's have a quick look to the north. See how you guys are doing. Oh wow. Still hanging about. Alright, we're going to give you this one now. +5 melee attack and defense. Okay. Let's hit enter. And I think at this point now, we're going to be bringing the episode to an end. Assuming nothing bad happens, of course. So, next time, we're going to eliminate Wattef's dynasty by going after the Pools of Despair. We'll swing across then to take on the Skaven. I think, despite our crappy skeletons, I think we should do okay against them. And especially if we can combine our forces against one of theirs, that will work out quite nicely. Oh, these guys might have just been beaten up as well. Huh. Good on you, followers of Nagash. Good on you. So, that's the plan anyway. Go after these guys, swing across, take out Clan Eshin, push down through the mountains and take the fighting into the followers of Nagash, then swing up around the coast, then come all the way up to here. We'll then have to some point fight off these guys, the Knights of Origo, Vegans, Eventry, and so on. But we'll eliminate those, take their land for ourselves, and then we'll push forward into Zandri, take it from them, and then we'll probably swing down, go after the Sentinels, and then head back up again to start fighting Kenwi. We could potentially, then we need to probably head up to about here, see about going down into the mountains and then over the side. So we can take all the Southland jungles like the Golden Tower and go after the Silver Throne and things like that. Lots of different stuff to do. But anyway, that's the end of today's episode. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you join me next time for more Warhammer action. But until then, take care. And goodbye for now.